this is Shadow Master, a brand new video. Today we're doing where Deku was an SCP. So yeah, guys, we did hit 300 subscribers, so I will be making a new channel called Shadow Master Gaming. So yeah. Cat Noir Deku, with Deku had the Alexis of Cat Noir. That did get a lot of views and stuff. I might have to redo that episode because I felt like I screwed up too much and stuff. But I think I'll leave it up to the fans. So yeah. So, well, yeah. Well, let's do. Let's just see. What do I have to record next? I have to record. You have to record mostly Corona Deku. Then I have to record Yokai Deku. Then I have to record a few more Dekus for this night. So yeah. So let's get this started. What if Deku was an SCP? So we last left off, mostly, shit. What the fuck's the SCPs? Wait. Motherfucker, did I actually, never mind. Thank God I didn't lose it. So yeah. So we left it off, mostly, we had SCP-682, SCP-682 Deku, 939 Deku, 1000 Deku, that's Bigfoot, the red dog, the giant lizard, 106 Deku, and I think that was all of them. So yeah. So, well, shit, voice crack there. If anyone was wearing headphones, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So, well, mostly they're just talking in the room. Mostly they're telling a conversation about how their foundation is and stuff. One of them say that their foundation almost tried to terminate me though, but I escaped. Mostly 939 Deku. So yeah. So well, the O5 Council, most of you guys not know, they're like the bosses of the boss of the entire SCP Foundation. They tell, well, Dr. Light that, well, mostly, let's see. They told her that, well, after 106, defeats or kills or does any shit to him, mostly we want to see him mostly against SCP-682 SCP-682. So, well, Dr. Light says, okay, O5 Council. So, well, a few hours pass. Dr. Light comes into, well, tells Deku that, well, mostly the task with 106 is, well, now. So, well, mostly Deku tells all the other SCP Dekus that, well, you guys have to go back to your own timeline. So, well, he opened the portal for each and every single one of them. So they all do. Dr. Light thinks that Deku's really nice, though. He even acts, mostly if he acts around, like, people, though, and stuff, he's really mean around them. But against him, he's mostly really nice stuff. So, yeah. She does keep a mental note of that. So, well, they take him to the area where SCP-106 can contain. He's really hard to contain, though, because he can go through shells and stuff. They tell him that, well, you just have to, well, survive for 10 minutes. So, yeah. 106 sees Deku. He starts trying to attack him, but, well, Deku, well, uses his reality warping to, well, mostly, wait, no, I don't want to use his reality warping. He merely uses his tentacles to, well, grab SCP-106 back from him. But his little tentacles are decarrying. He's thinking shit. He's thinking about 106 Deku and saying that, wait. So, well, he merely gets his third tentacle, though, out of his pouch and opens the portal. He grabs, well, let's check, see, which one do I actually want to grab? Well, I got one, Infinite Deku. So, well, he's out there. He says, wait, Deku, why the fuck do you have an old man guy by you? He says, remember SCP-106 Deku? And he says, yeah, this is just him without Deku and stuff. And he says, oh, so you want me to combine with you? And he says, yeah. So what they do? When Deku's, like, holding him, the doctors can see a little glowing, mostly gem in Deku's, well, stomach. They ask him what the hell is that, saying that is a phantom ruby. Mostly plays Sonic Forces is, well, infinite reality warping thing. Mostly can banish people to the, well, what was it called? Shit. Phantom Zone, no, it's called Null Space, yeah. So, well, he said I can banish anyone there. So, well, he immediately opens a portal. It is the portal to, well, send people to Null Space. He throws SCP-106 in there. SCP-106 is trying to grab Deku with him, but it's too late. Immediately, 106 is in there. It's the ultimate prison. He can't escape. Only the person that has the ability to do that is what with the Phantom Ruby and Deku. So, well, when the doctors ask Deku what the hell they did with 106, he says that he's banished them to the Null Space, a place that I have created, or the Phantom Ruby has created, and, well, mostly, it's an inescapable prison. Nobody has ever escaped from there. The only time they actually have is, well, with Sonic. This is Sonic, saying that in, well, Sonic, mostly Infinite Deku's timeline has Sonic. Mostly it's a little weird thing. Deku's experimenting on and stuff. It's a little weird. So the Sonic forces Deku gets out of Deku. So now they're split. He really opens a portal for him, and he says you can go back to timeline. He goes. So, well, the O5 Council is really impressed by Deku, how he can actually banish an SCP that's so hard to contain. So, yeah. But they do not want 106 back, because, well, he's in the ultimate prison. It's easier for them to keep him there without, well, that stuff. But, yeah. The doctor said that, well, we did want you to get some information out of him. He says, oh. So, well, he opens a portal to Null Space, and he says that, how long do I have still? He says 9 minutes, and he goes through. The portal closes, though. 106 is trying to figure out a way to escape, but he cannot. He immediately sees Deku. He thinks that he can send him to his own pocket dimension so he can play around with him, because he thinks he's really interested in how he can kill him or hunt him down. So, well, Deku makes it where actually you can just stand on, like, solid ground. 106 immediately, well, tries to attack Deku. He allows him to actually send him to his own pocket dimension. So if he's seen this and it's all sticky, he says, what the hell is this stuff? Immediately he sees 106, right there. He is smiling at him. Deku starts laughing. 106 is, like, thinking, or just curious, thinking inside, what the hell is this kid laughing about? Shouldn't he be terrified by me? Deku says that you think that your pocket dimension can scare me. I can do this. And he immediately snaps. If anyone gets aggravated from snapping my letters, I'm so sorry. Just that force habit. So he snaps, and immediately 106's pocket dimension turns into a, well, mostly the torment power little field. 106 sees this. He's really mad because he thinks that he teleported him to somewhere else. Deku says that 106, we are still in your, well, field thing, but I just changed the molecular structure and, well, the place we're at. So your pocket dimension is nothing to be scared of to me. Now then. What not the one thing I bet I know what you're scared of? War. Immediately 106 immediately backs away from Deku. Deku could tell that he is scared of him, because, well, he's backing away. You're gonna say, why the fuck's 106 scared of war? Because before 106 became, well, him, he was an army vet. Mostly he was fighting in a war. Let's just say it was the World War II stuff. So yeah. Mostly they had to, like, do some things and stuff, so mostly it's a little weird for him. He says that all those people that you killed through that war, wasted. You killed all your friends, families, and for what? This. Immediately Deku can see 106 is really scared of him. 106 is actually going to flee. Deku says, nuh-uh, you're not going back to your pocket dimension. So Deku uses the reality, immediately makes a hand out of the ground, grabbing 106. 106 is trying to curate this hand, but he sees it's not working. Deku explains to 106 that it will not work. Mostly, this stuff is made of Kachin, the strongest stuff in Dragon Ball universe. something that not even your powers can break. So yeah, everyone loved Kachin. So yeah. And this arena's made of it. And with some other materials, but still, it's made of pure Kachin. Nothing you can do to break it. So well, Deku gets one of his tentacles, and he's immediately putting on 106's head. He's getting all the information he needs to get from 106. He's seen all the shit he's done. Mostly his favorite song and stuff, all the memories he had, all the testing, killing and stuff. So yeah. There's a few things 106 is scared of, and even, well, he's scared of other things. Deku says that 106, do you know who the Scarlet King is? Immediately 106 is trying to get out of Deku's Kachin hand. It's not his hands, actually, it's just the tournament power, just he formed into a hand and grabbed him. So yeah. He explains that, well, I know where the Scarlet King is. I could free him right now, and I could tell him that one of his projects was trying to attack one of his perfect projects. So, well, he says, how about this? I'll let you out of the Kachin, though, and send you back to, well, where we were at. If I get to do one thing only. The hand of Kachin immediately going to Deku. He's in 106's face. He says that, well, mostly I'm going to tell you this one thing only. Your wife is dead. Your kids are dead. They're all dead. The war's over. Mostly, well, mostly what I read from those doctors' minds, it's the year 2019. Mostly your wife is dead. Your children should be around 80 or 90 years old, though. They're gonna die. You wasted all your life to doing what? Killing and stuff? Why you just didn't escape out of this place? But you did, because you like to toy around with these D-class, seeing which one can actually try to escape. But guess what? You found somebody that cannot defeat you. Me. So, well, Deku opens a portal. It is back to the facility. He says to 106 that you have two options. Follow me back to the Foundation, or stay here. 106 is what following Deku. Immediately, the doctors see a portal open. It is merely Deku and 106. All of them are seeing 106 is not attacking Deku. In fact, 106 is backing away from Deku. Immediately, one of the doctors said what the hell they did to 106. He's saying that, well, I mostly scared the shit out of him. And he's doing a smile about it. He says that, well, if 106 gives you guys a problem, just call me. Because next time, I won't be really easy on him. So, well, the doctors let Deku out of the area where 106 is being contained. And, well, before Deku gets out there, he says, oh yeah, 106. Next time, try to kill me again. I won't let you survive. And I'll let the Scarlet King have you for food. So yeah. The door closes. Immediately, the one Dr. Light, or Mrs. Light, I'm just gonna call her, continues calling Doctor because she is technically Doctor. Dr. Light asks Deku what the hell he did to 106. He says that, well, mostly, have you seen Dragon Ball? And said that, well, I watched Dragon Ball, and I watched a few of Dragon Ball Z, saying this. I figured out a way to mostly what metal that I've created, or found, that, well, Kachin. When the doctors say, wait, you mean that Dragon Ball stuff? And it says, yes, Dragon Ball Z effect. Saying that Kachin is the only thing that can capture, well, hold him from not carrying. Saying that, well, I can actually make you guys some Kachin, but it will cost us a price. And the doctors say what type of price is exactly. Saying that, well, mostly, let's just see. Who do I have to actually go against again? Mostly, who do I have to go against another SCP? Dr. Light says yes, mostly you have to go against SCP-682. He says, huh. He says, well, mostly, if I had to say, 60% or 20% of your SCPs can break through practically anything you have in this facility. Yes? They all agree. He says Kachin is the only thing that can hold back all the SCPs except me, the Scarlet King, and that's it. I mean, except if there's an SCP that can adapt to stuff, then you're screwed. So yeah. They ask him what's the price exactly to make that kaching stuff. He says, well, the price is, well, if I had to say... Let me think about the price for a while. But I will make you some, actually. If you don't believe me, he merely makes a little marble of kaching. He says, Doctor, try to mostly throw this kaching into that wall. It's mostly deku. It's mostly a glass, though. Immediately he throws it. It breaks through the glass. This glass is supposed to be really indestructible. He says, wait, what? And he says, yes, kaching is invincible to everything. Saying that I can make more of it, but remember, the price stuff. He says, well, if I had to say the price would be, well... I bet let's check, see. The price is, well, mostly I get to fight some more SCPs. They say that we will have to talk about that. He says, fine. Mostly, Deku uses his reality ability to get the kaching back. He tosses it to the doctor and says, here, you can take that, though. Mostly, it's a little, well, demo of it, though. So yeah, Deku goes back into his containment cell. Immediately, the doctor says, wait, are you gonna fix this glass? And he says, oh yeah. So he does. Deku's just sitting in his room and just, well, looking over his universe he created. If you guys do not know, his universe is mostly based on the 4 dimensions of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. I bet people are gonna hate me about this, but it's a good standpoint. He's looking over it, and he's seeing each dimension, though. The other Deku forms out of his shell, and he says that, I saw what she did to 106. He says, I know. Mostly, he was being a little douchebag. He says, yeah. He asks, well, mostly evil Deku, how is, well, fusion dimension doing? And he's looking over and saying that, well, let's check to see. Mostly, he says, mostly they have created a teleporting device to go to different dimensions. He's saying, The O5 Council is overhearing Deku. When the O5 Council says, wait, our dimension? Merely the other O5 Councils remember that Deku has created his own universe. So yeah, they're thinking mostly exploring that dimension, well, mostly conquering Earth, putting SCPs there. So yeah. So, well, let's get back to Deku and his other version of himself, or Deku and his evil counterpart. So yeah. He says that, well, it sees dimensions, well, let's check see. It sees dimensions getting attacked by fusion. He's checking the pendulum dimension. The pendulum dimension's actually really, well, normal stuff. Synchro is, well, corrupt a little bit and stuff, but still okay. So yeah. Deku, his good half, says that, well, if one day we do get out of this facility, I really want to go to my dimension anyway, though. He says, yeah, I would actually see how fusion dimension would be. I bet all their quirks are different anyway, though. Yeah. The good Deku asks him, wait, is there any SCPs there? He says, well, let me check. So he's looking. He says, yes, there actually is. The O5 Council is overhearing this and thinking, wait, this kid create SCPs? And they're thinking that he's really good, though. He can create an SCP that technically can rival him, or an SCP that is stronger than him. In fact, they're thinking that he maybe can even kill Scarlet King. So he says, yes, there is an SCP. Why? He says that, well, shouldn't we, remove it or something? He says, yeah, we don't want our dimensions, well, get killed. He says, well, let me check, see, what is the number exactly? He says, well, it's the Leviathan. Deku snaps his fingers, and the Leviathan from the fusion dimension is destroyed, and from the other dimensions. So yeah. A few hours later, well, Deku's sleeping. He's mostly speaking to our SCPs. SCP, well, 682. 682 and him are talking a good conversation. SCP-682 asks him who the hell is he. He says that I'm the SCP called Negative SCP-525, the first ever negative SCP recorded. Saying that, well, mostly in a few hours, I bet, I'm gonna have to fight you. SCP-682 starts laughing. He says that there's no way you're gonna survive against me. Deku says, "Are you sure?" A says, "Positive." So he says that, "Well, don't you know somebody called the Scarlet King?" SB682 says, "How the hell?" And he's asking him, how the fuck does he know that name? Only a few SCPs should know that name exactly. He says, "Well, mostly, me and the Scarlet King are actually friends. Mostly, well, the Scarlet King could just kill you and stuff, and world solved. But he has not done that. He even called you one of his favorite experiments, though." So, yeah. He says that, "Well, don't you know 999 exactly? Aren't you guys friends or something?" And he says, "Yes." "Why?" Deku explains that, "Well, technically 999 and you are the polar opposite. 999's really nice, you're really mean, or evil." And he says that, "Well, mostly, you really like him, don't you?" And he says, "Yeah, why?" Saying that, "Well, mostly, he immediately creates a 999. SCP-682 sees this, and he says, "You created 999? And he says, "No, this is just a memory." He shows SCP-682 the memory where he actually seen SCP-999. SCP-999 versus SCP-525, or Deku. So he's seen this. SCP-682 is now mostly scared and mad at him, because 999 and him are really good friends. But, SCP-682 vowed that if anyone tries to mess with him, he would kill them. SCP-682 says that when we fight, though, I am going to kill you. So, yeah. Deku's still conversation with him still. So, yeah. Immediately, Dr. Light sees Deku sleep. She immediately says negative SCP-525. Deku hears her through his dreams. He's not answering because he still wants to talk to SCP-682. SCP-682 says that, "Aren't you going to answer?" And he says, "No, I'm actually not. I want to see what will happen." She immediately says that, "If you don't answer, though, we will have to shock you." He is thinking that, how hard could this shock be anyway? So she shocks Deku. Immediately he gets out of his dream, and he fell on the ground. She says sorry, but she wouldn't really answer. He says, "No, I was just speaking to SCP-682 for your information." And she says, "Speaking?" And says, "Yes. Me and him were actually having a conversation. Seems like he's pissed at me because I messed with one of his friends." And she's saying, "Oh yeah, SCP-999. So yeah. So, mostly they say, you have to go to SCP-682's, containment. So he says, fine. Mostly, Deku asks about the price of the kachin exactly. Or mostly says that, do you guys want me to make some kachin or something? She says yes after the experiment with SCP-682. He says fine. So, Mobile Task Force are, guarding Deku to mostly there. So, yeah. One day, mostly Deku's thinking that maybe I could change the price of kachin or something. But he's thinking not to do that, because, he might fuck up his, thing. Furiously, he gets to SCP-682's containment. So, SCP-682 sees him. He says, "You're that little bitch. Shit. I actually didn't want to do that." He says, "You're that little brat that tried to hurt SCP-999. And he says, "Yes, I did." So, the Mobile Task Force just pushes him in there. Mostly, Dr. Light tells Deku that, mostly you just have to fight him. Or just have a conversation with him for at least 5 minutes or so. So, yeah. Deku says that this is acid, right? And she says yes. Deku just turns this acid into, more stronger acid for SCP-682. Stronger than any acid made in the world. Or the entire, multiverse. SCP-682 is yelling out of pain. Immediately, Dr. Light sees that Deku's turned his acid up more. Mostly higher than any type of acid recorded. And she can see that the containment, mostly SCP-682's containment, is mostly kachin. She says, "Wait, negative SCP-525, and he says, "Yes. You can just call me Deku." And she says, "Yes, but mostly, We're required here to call you by your number. And he says, huh. She just states that, wait, did you create Kachin around SCP-682's containment? He says, yes, I did. SCP-682 does not know what Kachin is. SCP-682 adapts to it and he says, what the hell is Kachin exactly? He says it's the unstoppable thing that can stop all SCPs except me. Even the Scarlet King can't even stop me. And remember about him? I can just give him a call and just come down here. So yeah. So, well, he says that, well, Kachin is something that you can't adapt to. Something that nothing can adapt to. It's a thing that, well, is invincible to everything. Deku immediately puts his hand up to the Kachin on the wall. The Kachin hole mostly forms a little turret. She sees this. Mostly Dr. Light. She asks Deku what the hell is he gonna do with that turret over there. He says you're just going to see. The Kachin is mostly formed into bullets. He says that, well, mostly SCP-682. I'm going to ask you this one time only. I'm going to say this right now. Kachin is nothing that you can adapt to. The acid you can maybe adapt to, but Kachin you can never adapt to. Your skin will never adapt, you will not become perfect, and other things. So yeah. Immediately the turret fires. SCP-682 is trying to attack that turret, but it's shooting so fast that, well, he can't regenerate fast enough. So yeah. Dr. Light says that negative SCP-525, that's overkill, you need to stop. He says fine. So the turret stops and goes back into the wall, like it's melting down into it. Immediately, SCP-682 tries to bite Deku, but it missed. Deku's in the air. He's on the ceiling. And he says that, I mostly gave you, well, mercy when I did that. But this time I won't do that. I can banish you to null space, and there's no way you can get back. SCP-682 says, what the hell is null space exactly? He says it's a pocket dimension, or a dimension that no one can escape. Only one person ever has escaped it. A hedgehog. Immediately, SCP-682 starts laughing. He says a hedgehog? Really? And he says yes. Mostly, this stuff, or the null space, is somewhere where you can't escape. None of these SCPs here can escape. In fact, I could just banish a few SCPs there just for the shits and giggles of it, but I won't do that. So yeah. He says that, well, mostly you have two options. Number one, I actually have somebody you might want to meet. And number two, I'll just banish you to null space and, well, torture you there for all eternity. Merely SCP-682 says I'll take number one exactly. So he says fine. Deku opens the portal and SCP-682 sees this. Immediately he sees a giant version of Deku. SCP-682 says what the hell is that exactly? He's saying that's you, but mostly me exactly. State this. Imagine me in your place. Wasn't mad, but still angry at these shitters though. I had the ability to shape-shift my body and stuff like you. Contained here. I escaped and, well, became a pro-hero, or technically still a UA. But I took him from the time before he even met the Class 1A. Or some other shit though. Immediately Deku sees SCP-682. He says, wait, is that me? And he says, no, this is just a version of yourself that isn't you. He says, oh, okay. Immediately SCP-682 says that that's me and you're in a different timeline. Please, I wouldn't be that nice to you anyway. Immediately SCP-682 is trying to mind control Deku, or the SCP version of himself. Immediately SCP-Deku, or 682 Deku, immediately starts laughing. He's saying, I know you're trying to mind control me and stuff. That won't work. Immediately the doctor's writing every single thing that SCP-Deku, that is SCP-682 Deku, is writing. Mostly saying that, well, your mind control stuff won't work, and all that. Immediately, he touches the wall. He says, is this Kachin? And he says, yeah. And he says, huh. Always wanted to fight this stuff anyway. He says, I know. So, well, immediately SCP-682 grabbed SCP-Deku. That is SCP-682 Deku. So Whoopi's dragging him into the acid. Immediately, the Deku that is SCP-682 is punching SCP-682. And Whoopi's attacking him. Starting a little squabble. Immediately, acid gets on Deku, and he says, "Stop playing around." So he opens a portal and says that, "Well, you should get back to your own timeline." Immediately, SCP Deku, that is, 682, immediately uses a, sledgehammer. Once again, he has 2 hands and hitting on SCP-682's head. This knocks out and stops him from moving for a while. Immediately gets out of the acid and, once he goes to the portal, he says, "Bye, Deku and, Dr. Light?" And she says yes, saying that, So, he's gone. The O5 Council are really impressed by Deku, because they think that he can actually save a lot of people, because he can take down SCP-682, or a different version of himself. He actually has scared a lot of SCPs. So, yeah. So, let's just see. They take Deku out of there. Deku says that, mostly my Kachin price has changed. And he says, "Wait, what?" When the doctor says that you can't change the price, and he says, "I'm the only person who can create it. Mostly this hut's gonna go. Mostly I'll create any type of Kachin weapons you want and ammo. And in exchange, I can actually get my other halves to eat, with the D class." Immediately, they say, "No way, you can't do that." He says, "Fine, no more Kachin then." He immediately snaps his finger in that Kachin wall that's in SCP-682's containment, and immediately is gone. The O5 Council are now mad at that doctor because they fucked up everything and stuff. Immediately, the O5 Council give that person a call. They say that we'll allow this SCP to eat lunch with the D-Class as long as he continues to create Kachin. So he says, "Fine. You get to eat with the D-Class for only 10 minutes. And he says, "Fine." So then just gonna end it off here, because I have to record part 2 of Miraculous, of what if Deku had Cat Noir's Miraculous. So yeah. Let me check something. So yeah, my first gaming video is gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links related, so yeah. I don't know what should I play next and stuff, so yeah. Let's check to see. Chrono Deku is next. Chrono Deku is next. I have to record Cat Noir Deku. They have to record a few other Dekus and stuff. By the way, guys, what if community is really, it's not frustrating, but it's really complex. You have to think, hey, if I combine this universe with this universe, I'm going to make a new timeline, figure out where I'm going to place this. So yeah, I already figured out where I'm going to place Maka and Chrono, or Deku and Maka are going to fight. Mostly it's going to be through 11 months, so mostly Soul Year will be happening through there. So yeah. This is the Shadow Master, and goodbye.